I can react to things, and I can shoot very comfortably from here. You don't need an exaggerated forward lean to shoot a 9mm pistol. You just don't, right? Everybody wants to get in this like locked out extreme forward stance. All I really want to do, everybody come to where you can see me. So all I want to do is stand in that position and bring the gun to my eyes. Even if it gets caught on my shirt, right? I'm not moving my head in some exaggerated position. All I'm gonna do is bring the gun up to my eye level. Everybody see that? My arms aren't locked. My shoulders aren't hunched up. None of that. I'm just gonna stand here nice and relaxed and bring the dot to where I can see it. The problem with locking our arms and tensing up our shoulders is that now those joints can't help me with recoil, right? And they can't help me with moving from target to target. If I have a slight bend to my elbows and I relax my shoulders, now the recoil can be taken up partially there, right? Everybody kind of see that movement there?
Yeah.
And I can control it easier in a more relaxed fashion. Name me one sport apart from powerlifting where tension actually helps you. There's not one, right? That's the only one. And that's only because they're lifting heavy things very slowly, right? Maybe strongman. Tension can help you in strongman too, I guess. But anything where you have to move, relaxed is always better, okay? On your grip, this hand, your strong hand, is kind of the smart hand. It's doing all the detail work, right? It's doing the detail work of the trigger press, okay? This hand is gripping the gun enough to mitigate recoil, right? So this hand is the hand that's exerting all the effort, right? This hand is about as much as a handshake. This hand is trying to crush the gun. Look at the fingernails on my support hand when I grip the gun. See them turn white?
Yeah.
Like, I want you to grip that gun so hard that you have weird calluses in the other hand after you practice for a while. Seriously. Like, you need to crush it with this hand. You also need to understand, and only your training can show you this, what shape the grip needs to have for you, right? Angela, come up here for a second. So compare our hands, right? I'm an orangutan. I am the missing link. My thumbs don't oppose, right? I'm barely human. She has cute little Smurfette hands that could be swallowed in mine. Her grip is not going to look like my grip. They're going to look very, very different, but they're going to follow the same principles, and you have to work that out for yourself, right? The draw, thanks. On the draw, I'm seeing a lot of people do things like this, right? We're bringing the gun up in high and punching out. Some people are bringing this hand onto the gun too late and trying to establish a grip way out here, and they're behind the power curve on it, right? And then some people are kind of swinging the gun up, coming up like that. The shortest distance between 2 points is always a straight line because physics, right? That's just the way the world works. That press out draw that a lot of people do, that can be a valuable technique if you're training like police recruits who are probably never going to practice, or soldiers in a foreign military that aren't going to put any work in, right? It can work for that because for those guys, they're not going to develop an index. Everybody know what an index is? Who does not know what an index is? So the index is my ability to look at a point, looking at the last target, to look at a point on a target and bring the gun up so that my dot or my front sight is right on that point. It's also the same ability in transitions, right? Whatever I look at is where the gun goes. If you're going to train enough to develop an index, if you're going to dry fire regularly, live fire regularly, and develop an index, that press out draw becomes a limiting technique, right? If you're not going to train, it allows people to combine cleaning up the sights with the draw. So it makes sense in that context. But But if you're gonna put the work in to be better at your craft, it's a limiting factor. It's gonna slow you down because it's not the most efficient draw. Does that make sense? I'm going to assume all of you care about how good you are, or you wouldn't have spent the money to be here over the week, right? So for you guys who are gonna dry fire and live fire, your draw should go in a straight line up to your eye line.
Slowly?
Sorry, that was slowly.
Yeah,
I'll do it
can,
slowly.
you do it, can you do it micro slowly so
All right,
I can
so-
see better?
Clear the garment, I'm grabbing the gun, right? Once I'm clearing where I'm not gonna flag myself, remember physical reference points. I'm putting my index finger on the trigger guard and I'm rolling the grip into place as I bring the gun up to my eye line. See that? I want to start establishing the grip back here, but I don't want to tighten up on my support hand grip yet. Just watch my shoulders. See how my shoulders get tense?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I'm rolling into place instead. So, very slow. About half speed.